All right, guys, welcome back. I just realized I didn't do my normal intro, so you probably guessed something's up. This is my fourth time recording this video. It's 1 a.m. I've been doing this for an hour, and it's very frustrating. So I really hope you guys see this video. Let's just forget about that, man, because we had an interesting night in basketball. I'm only going to talk about 3 games here. For those of you guys who don't know what this is, I just do NBA recap videos every night at the end of all the games. So if you wake up or before you go to bed, you see a video with kind of like a broad NBA title. That's what this is. So just so you guys are ready for that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I didn't watch much of the Jazz Wizards game, but I just... What's up with the Jazz? What's up with the Wizards? I never know. I just never, ever know with either of these teams. It's like the Jazz, they beat nice teams, lose to good teams. Wizards beat great teams, lose to horrible teams. Like, the Wizards will play the Detroit Pistons 2 days from now. I'm sure they don't actually do that, but it's like they'll do that. Play the Pistons 2 days from now and lose by like 25 points, and you're like, what? Then you'll go out, you'll see the Jazz get like a nice road victory against the Suns, and it's like, I'm so confused. Are these guys good? You know my thoughts on the Utah Jazz, so I'll just continue to monitor this team. I still think they're pretending contenders, but that's just my opinion. The Knicks Magic game is what I really want to talk about because the Knicks were without like Quickly, Rose, Payton, so it was Burks and Frank running 1 and 2 tonight, and Burks came up very clutch. He actually had a huge and one at the end of the game. Pretty sure he missed the free throw, but still very aggressive. He dropped over 20 points tonight. He had a double-double tonight. He came up very clutch for them. I'm rooting for the Knicks, man. I really am. They're kind of like a similar situation like the Bulls, where they just haven't made the playoffs in a while. And these young guys, they need to make the playoffs. You want to get this experience because when you have that really good roster, you want these guys to have that playoff experience, not get jitters. You know, that's how it goes. So Knicks, good win tonight. Julius Randle had like his ninth career triple-double. I think it was his 9th career high in assists. This dude is an absolute beast, man. He's really gotten better as every year has gone on. He developed a three-point shot this season, a consistent three-point shot this season, and this dude is lethal. Lethal. He was on fire at the end of the game. That's great considering he was ice cold a couple of nights ago. So he really came through for them tonight because they really needed it. They're really shorthanded. They got the 1-point victory at home against the Orlando Magic. So that's cool to see. The last game I want to talk about is the T-Wolves Suns because Anthony Edwards is legit. Like, Anthony Edwards has next. He dropped 42 points. I don't know what Cat dropped, but it was 42 or over. So they combined for at least 84 points tonight. And looking at their record, they're 10-31. This is really good for Rockets fans, by the way, if we're genuinely committed to tanking for the season, because the Timberwolves, they've got talent on this team, man. They've got a lot of young talent. Personally, I think they definitely need to be buyers at the deadline. I think PJ Tucker actually would have helped them out a lot. They need a veteran presence. They need more veteran presence. I know they've got Rubio, but come on, let's be real here. Let's get some more veterans on this team, and then they'll probably be competitive for sure. So Anthony Edwards, unfortunately, I had no barbecue sauce for either of their 40 pieces, so it was pretty dry night for me, but very fun to watch. Very, very fun to watch both of the 40 pieces. The Suns, man, it's like the Suns and the Jazz, I feel like, are the same team. But the Jazz have that last few years, they've been like legitimate contenders, and then the playoffs come and they either don't make it past the first round or they get embarrassed in the second round. Whatever it is, it's something new every year. It's not even that new. It's kind of the same old thing every year with the Utah Jazz. But I mean, the Suns, they've got a bunch of talent, but it's like, you ask me, the Jazz and the Suns, I feel like they've got the same chance in the playoffs. And that's just based off Utah's track record. Their track record in the playoffs is pretty bad. This year, hopefully, is different for Utah because they've got a very top-to-bottom loaded roster. Offense, defense, they've got the coach. They've got it all. So I really hope and Mike Conley's having a great year as well. They've got a nice big 3 over there in Utah. I hope they do well. Same thing with Phoenix because they're super fun to watch. Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. They went and got Chris Paul. no, the Jazz and the Suns are definitely teams you cannot just rule out in the playoffs, but they're definitely teams where it's like I'm looking at, I don't know if they're actually NBA final contenders. Looking at the Lakers, looking at the Nets, 7-game series, Suns and the Jazz, I don't know if either of them could take down either of those teams. I know the Nets would be in the NBA final, like that would be an NBA finals matchup, but even like the Nuggets, man, they're a very sound team. The Clippers are a very sound team. The West is just loaded this year. So kind of been monitoring the Jazz and the Suns because it's like the Jazz, like I said earlier, man, they beat these great teams and then you have nights like this. But every team has nights like this. I'm not trying to knock Utah. I'm definitely not trying to knock both Utah and Phoenix, but it is just something to keep in the back of your mind as we get closer to the playoffs. Like, I know these teams have great records. The Jazz are a little bit different. The Suns are a little bit newer, up and coming, but now they've got Chris Paul, so it's immediate threats. It's just interesting. I cannot wait for the playoffs because it's just gonna be loaded, top to bottom, 1 seed to 8 seed. They're all really good teams and they're all capable of pulling off an upset. So the playoffs are gonna be really fun to watch. But yeah, Anthony Edwards tonight, man. Dude's got next. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you see this video, man, because I don't think I'm going to record this for a 5th time. It's getting late, and it's just late. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for a couple of videos and the recap video at the end of the night. Hope you guys are having a good one, and I'll see you guys later.